The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Pause that listen. Sama-sama sa TLC.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to
Choose Family
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Worried ako kasi nakamute eh. Akala ko. So, good evening everyone. No? Again, welcome to our, ang tawag dito? Episode tonight. No? And we are very, excited kasi yung guest natin ngayon is very special to us.
Very, very special.
Very,
But before
special.
we call her in, no, Dad, can you remember the first time that you left home to live away?
yeah. I still remember, no. That was I was September, 1990. Okay, after graduation, March, then nag-apply ako ng trabaho, and then I was assigned in Cotabato. Okay, that was the first time away from home. Then I stayed there for 4 years. Then saka ako nalipat sa Davao. So why did you ask that question?
Because we're talking about leaving home, no? So,
okay.
ako naman, I also left home for work, no? Actually, it was a bit dramatic when I left kasi my dad and my dad was really against it. First of all, because I was joining the pharmaceutical industry.
Kita mo, kung hindi ka nag-join, hindi mo ako makita.
I was joining the pharmaceutical pharmaceutical industry, and my dad who was in pharma, alam na alam yung mga ins and outs, no? So he had his apprehensions, and the fact that you leave home, you leave the city. I had to go away from Cebu, to work in Davao, and I've never been to Davao.
Yes.
So grabing parang whole night kami nag-usap ni Papa. He was like trying to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
How about you? Pinigilan ka ba?
Hindi naman, because yun na nga after kasi graduation, yun kasi ang rule, no. The mindset is to really help, no, help the family. Help the family. So yun yung mindset. So I take it as a challenge, no. I have never been to Cotabato, and yeah, indeed, no, God has plans, kasi kung hindi ako na-assign doon, hindi ka na-assign sa Davao, di magkikita. Hindi mangyayari na magiging guest natin tong
baka yun nga, ayaw ni Papa dapat.
Kasi tawagin muna natin kasi
yes, let's bring in our guest. Our guest tonight is very, very special to us. I've been asking her actually since July pa to guest in one of our shows, and she finally said yes. And so tonight we're bringing in Xandria, our daughter Sandy. Where are you, Sans?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, parentals.
Hello, hola.
Ito yung madalas na comment na good evening, parentals, di ba? Palagi.
Number one fan talaga for Hearts That Listen for Choose Family Tuesday. Of course, thank you for giving me an opportunity to join you tonight. So, parang almost
parang sobrang formal
family dito, no?
Akala niya webinar to ng kumpanya. And guys, trivia lang before we continue, trivia lang. Kami kasi ni Coach Shenas, we came from the same company. We are from GlaxoSmithKline, no? Kami dalawa. And one has to go.
We met in the same company, and coincidentally, no, Xandria is also in the same company now, no? So
yes,
kami naman Ciso has retired already. Me, I've left years and years ago, but Sandy is a second generation joiner of this company, no? Yeah, so yan, Sans. So Sans, please tell the audience something about you. Who are you?
And where are you now?
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Xandria Kintanar, but my family or my friends like to call me Sandy or Sads. So I'm 25 years old. I work in a pharmaceutical company. I'm a medical sales representative, and I'm currently based in Iloilo. So I've been here starting February 2021. I transferred back here. So almost mag 1 year na ako dito.
Oh.
So just like what my parents said, I am a second generation, kumbaga, na in the company. So in the footsteps talaga ng parents ko yung ginagawa ko, no. Ayan.
So before we continue sa I would like to thank yung mga nag-log in ngayon, baka may mga welcome messages na. So we like to ask you to share, make comments, and
Yes.
do not also forget to share the link.
Share
Okay?
the link.
Share the link.
And let us know if, what was your experience, no? Tell us about the first time that you left home, no?
Yes.
Right? Okay, Sandy, no? So, Sans, kasi ako, I was telling your dad, when I left home, years back, no? To work in Davao, it was a long talk with Dada, no? And he really discouraged me from leaving home, no? And but I still went. How about you? What happened ba? I can't remember. I just remember feeling sad that you actually just decided to leave. But what did we talk about?
It was a long time ago, like 3 years ago. So actually, when I graduated, I started applying for different companies, so in different industries. So hindi ako specific to the field that I graduated in. So I'm a finance graduate in Ateneo. I was just looking for opportunities everywhere. And then I remember someone mentioning to me that may hiring sa GSK. So I was like, parang this company is a company that I grew up with. A company na aligned yung beliefs and values ko with it. So I tried applying. And then nung magka-training na, and then thankfully I passed. And they told me that yung first area ko was to be in Cebu. So actually, yung parents ko, may konting hesitancy. Si mom and dad had a little hesitancy na you're going to be away from home, yung first time mo na to live away from Davao. Paano na lang mga kapatid mo, your sisters will miss you. But eventually, they were pretty happy about it. Part of it was because we have family in Cebu. So I know Mama has mentioned a lot of times here that her roots are in Cebu. So nung na-transfer ako sa Cebu, hindi naman ako super freedom talaga kasi roommate ko yung lola ko. Tapos my aunties, my uncles were there, my cousins were there. So I still had a sense of independence and freedom, pero may nagbabantay pa din sa akin.
Okay, before we go there, Sans, before we go there, let's talk about that moment that you had to decide whether or not to accept the assignment of going away from Davao, no? So how did you feel when you were told you will not be in Davao, you will be assigned somewhere else? How did you feel?
I know it's not familiar siguro for people from outside industries, no? But when you're in sales, there's a box that you have to tick because they ask you, are you willing to be assigned anywhere? And
of course,
since you're
it's just a
applying,
box to tick.
of course, you just
Sandy,
tick it.
It's just a box to tick, but in-internalize mo ba yun? Inisip mo ba talaga?
Mom, after the box that you tick na willing to be assigned anywhere, yung first na line after it is, where would you like to be assigned? Yun yung first, di ba? Sa baba. And then there's also a second line, what if walang available area sa first city that you put in? So I put in there actually Davao. And then the second city that I put in was Cebu. Unfortunately, Davao is very saturated now with the reps that we have in our company. So they assigned us to Cebu. Actually, konting internalization, nag-internalize ako ng very light lang naman na I decided to transfer to Cebu because it's something that I was very excited to do. Living at home for like 22 years. Wala akong I've never lived away from home. Pagkagabi, always katabi ko yung mga kapatid ko, si mommy, si daddy, andyan always. So, parang
yung may time ka na umalis ka, di ba? Yung pumunta ka sa abroad, yun lang yung first time.
This was the only time you were away now without us, di ba, no?
Yung sinabi ni Daddy abroad, na sasabihin ko sana, okay lang ako dito sa Dubai. Yung sinasasabihin ko. No, actually, yeah, like what Dad, Mom and Dad has said, I went to Australia for like, I think 10 days. And if I remember, excited sila, of course, kasi it was an opportunity for me to go abroad, to enjoy, ganyan. It was a Girl Scout thing kasi, active Girl Scout daw ako. But I remember the night before I left, Mommy posted a very long post on Facebook. So
I
feeling
did?
ko daw oo, you did. Lumalabas siya sa memories ko every year, Mom. Tapos parang, ano yung feeling na parang naiiyak daw siya kasi it's the first time that my daughter is flying away, leaving the nest. Tapos I wanted to comment, Mom, it's just 10 days. Come on, I'm coming back. May final exams pa ako.
Istuhan na to.
Yes. Yeah, see, my parents, as all parents are, you're very protective naman talaga sa children ninyo, right? So, yun lang, I assured my mom, don't worry, madami akong pasalubong para sa inyo. And when I came back, happy naman sila. Madaming pasalubong, di ba?
So,
Yeah, but living away, like, permanently is different from, just going on a vacation.
yes.
Yeah. Yes,
What were you
oo.
looking forward to when you accepted that position in Cebu?
Actually, it was an opportunity for me for growth and independence. Growing up kasi,
Yes.
that's what I've mentioned, no? It's never wrong to be independent. So, I feel like I always had that parang cushion of comfort around me. Na alam ko, if anything happens to me in Davao, I always had backup. I remember nga, yung nare-assign ako back to Davao, I was driving around. Sabi ko, first time ko mag-drive around Davao, nawala ko sa obrero. Alam ko si Mami yung sumagot ng phone eh. Nawala ko sa obrero. So, super clear, di ba, na hindi talaga ako Davaoenyo. So, it was like, parang gabi na yon nag-drive ako, tumawag ako sa parents ko, umiiyak na ako while driving. Mom, Dad, nawawala ako. Oh, Sandy, saan ka ba? Sa obrero. Tapos, alam mo yung naririnig mo sa background na tumatawa yung mom and dad ko. So, may ilang taon ka na ba sa Davao na nawawala ka? So, ganun. For me, there was always that comfort na if mawala ako sa Davao, if anything happened to me, if there was an emergency, I'd always have my parents there. So, I always have my friends there. I always have my brother, my sisters there. Which is very different when you're here alone in a different city. So, yung when I was transferred to Cebu, I only stayed there for like 4 months. And then minit ako ng boss ko. Sabi niya, Sandy, you wanna try Iloilo? And I was like, boss, may
Before
choice
Iloilo
ba ako?
muna, Sans. Sans,
Yes,
cut muna
yes.
tayo. Let's not go to Iloilo yet. No? So, you were in Cebu. Tell us about the experience there.
Oh
Aber,
my God. Oh my
away
God.
from
Pang
mommy and daddy.
every week parang may status report yung si Nana tsaka yung titas ko doon. So actually Cebu was a very different experience, maybe because alam mo yung may pagka-culture shock talaga ako when I transferred to Cebu. Aside from medyo they spoke differently than people in Davao. Yun talaga yung pinaka-culture shock ko sa akin kasi parang naiiyak ako every time when I speak to people there. Kasi parang galit sila always, di ba?
But that's how we speak, right?
That's how mom speaks.
mom and dad
Pero it's
speaks at
different
home.
lang na at a regular thing na everybody speaking like that. So, it took me like a while lang to get used to it. Nasanay naman ako. Yun lang, very different lang talaga because although my family was there, andun, I had a few friends there, medyo scary lang pa din because Cebu is very big and my area was so big na we lived in Mandaue and had to go to Cebu City and had to go home to Mandaue pa at night. So, alam mo yung feeling na wala ka pang sasakyan, hindi pa ka marunong mag-drive. I remember na si Mommy tumatawag all the time, kumain ka na? Saan ka na? And I remember ko,
Pero si Daddy dito matawag, no?
si Daddy tumatawag kasi siya yung tinatawagan. Guys, kay ganyan kayo.
Consultant.
Sans,
I remember.
Sans,
Yes, Mom.
don't you want to ask how we felt when you left?
What did you feel, parental? So, na transferred
I let Daddy
na.
talk first.
Freedom.
Sige daw. Kung maka-freedom.
Di ba yun ang mga sinasabi ng mga ninyo, mga millennials, di ba? Pag nakaalis na sa bahay, di ba? Staying away is freedom. Kami rin, no? Kami rin.
I remember,
Actually,
no,
know,
ma'am,
as
I
parents,
remember nung graduation party ko. When I
yes.
graduated, kasali talaga yan sa speech ni mom and dad. Sabi nila, dalawa na lang yung ipapagraduate namin. Yun talaga yung sabi ninyo.
But parents kasi, and I think I speak for many of the parents who are watching us right now, no. Tawag nito, parents actually prepare children, no, to leave home, no, to live on their own, independence.
Yes,
You know, because yun kasi yung parang price natin no. Oh, this is what I trained my child for and all. But honestly, when the time comes, you try to delay it, no? So, pine-prepare mo yung bata, pero hindi mo pine-prepare yung sarili mo. 'Di ba? So, it's actually, yung anak kasi dali lang yan maka-let go, pero yung nanay or yung tatay, mahirap, no? So, can you imagine when you told us that you were going to be assigned away? What did I say? Dami namang ibang trabaho dyan.
Yeah. Mama mo, di ba? Grabe yung convince sa'yo.
No?
Pero si dad, anong sabi ni dad?
Di ba? Kasi, di ba, to add to what yung mommy was saying there, parang yung we are preparing you for that adulting. Right? Yung palagi nating sinasabi ngayon, di ba, na adulting. And parents din pala, dapat i-prepare din natin. We have to also to prepare. No? Na yun na nga na we are ready to let them go. No?
Yes.
Bitawan natin sila because we are just stewards. No? And we're very happy to see you, son, no? Na you grow. No? Na na grow ka talaga doon sa career mo, and we are happy that you're happy.
All right. I think we have a lot of comments in the chat box right now, San. So I'll let you pause and let's read the comments first. Coach Loretta, hi.
Hi, Coach Loretta.
Yes, this is Sandy, Coach Loretta. Finally, you've met her. No, and Barbie is there. Hearts to you also, Barbs.
Hearts.
No, and Coach Ida is saying, sounds familiar. My hub is in Manila and flown to for Davao for the first time.
Really?
Yes, I did that. Actually, meron akong ikwento dyan, Coach Aida, no? And I think, I don't know, Sans, if you heard this story. Di ba, remember I said the first time that I stepped into Davao from the airport, kasi wala pa man yung metered taxi before that. Ang sinasakyan namin dating PU, no? Public utility, no? Yung Minika na sasakyan. No? So, I felt very cramped inside the car. No? And then, it brought me to Matina. But we had to go through Agdao, no? Which is a public market, right? From the airport. And when we passed through Agdao, there were fruits there, no? Along the road. And it was the first time that I saw a marang. First time talaga in my whole life. I was 20 years old then. When I saw marang, umiyak ako, Sans. Umiyak ako. Kasi, I was like very fearful that I made a wrong decision. Why did I come to Davao? But when I saw the marang, umiyak ako. Sabi ko, eto ba, is this how difficult life is here in Davao? Na kahit yung sobrang maliit na langka, binibenta nila.
Yeah. So that's your mom. And again, yung fast forward tayo, meron ka pa ikwento, di ba? So, met the parents, di ba? Dinala ko sila sa UK. Di ba? United Kiblawan, dinala ko yan. Di ba? We passed by Santa Cruz, di ba? Papunta doon. And sabi niya,
I know that story. I know that.
Oh, just to share lang, sabi niya, wow, grabe naman dito yung mga tanglad. Ang lalaki, plantation. Yun pala, our sugar cane, tubo.
So,
so, yun si mama mo, no?
I was also exploring, and I'm sure you are also, exploring the world outside Davao, no? So, yeah, we're happy. Okay, Barbie is saying, halong kadira sans, no? So, you've met that Barbie also. Right? And Anne Ali is saying, hala, siya pala si Parentals. Hello, Xandria. Akala ko kiddo ka pa. Kiddo by
yung
heart.
Height ko.
Anali, no?
Yung heart
So,
and height ko. Kiddo pa talaga.
And she'll always be our baby.
Hello, Ate
Steffi.
Steffi.
Ayan.
Thank you for joining us.
Your friends are here, no? And Jake is saying pasharat.
Counterpart ko, Jake Montero. Hello.
I-shout out mo yung mga taga JSK San.
Hey, and Mikael
Hello.
saying good evening, coaches. Oh, pa-shoutout daw, Sans.
Hello, Mick! Ang mukha ni Daddy. Hello, Mick!
Hello. Ayan. Yan. And Anna is saying very mixture of both parents. First looks like Coach Sisoy, then nakikita na mother look. Oh, ikaw, who do you want to look like?
Alam nila ang sagot. Lahat ng mga anak ko, na-train ko na yan. No? Saan sila nagmana? Di ba, Nak? Saan ka nagmana?
Kay Mommy. Kasi
Bakit?
pag kay Daddy, mas bongga pa yan. Pag kay Daddy ka nagmana.
Yan.
Train, di
Alam
ba?
mo
Train.
yan.
And Coach Loretta is saying, hello, Xandria.
Ang ganda. Okay.
Alright.
So,
Ah,
more
so-
pa? Mayroon pa ba dyan?
Okay. I think we
Yes,
can
mas
move
exciting sa
forward.
Iloilo
Let's
talaga.
talk about adulting. No? Let's talk about adulting. No? Kasi yun talaga yung buzzword ngayon, San, right? Di ba, adulting? So, San, what is adulting for you? No? Ano ba talaga yung concept ng adulting? Ako rin eh. Ano? Ayokong magbasa ng definition na ano ba, hard and fast. Gusto ko yung, ikaw siguro, mayroon tayong kunting dictionary, but for you, what is adulting?
So, nag-prepare pa naman akong definition galing kay Oxford Languages. So, as I
Nagulat si
mentioned
Sandy,
na
parang
lang,
boss siya nagtatanong.
or Kuya Ganorn. Anywho, mention ko na lang din because I'm building up to it. So, actually, according to Oxford Languages, adulting is the practice of behaving in a way characteristic of a responsible adult, especially the accomplishment of mundane but necessary tasks. So, for me, adulting is the act of doing things that you would call being an adult. So kahit na gaano ka mundane yan siya, it could be doing your laundry, scheduling your own doctor's appointments, buying your own prescription glasses, going to the grocery alone. So those
Doing things
things,
on your own, right?
yeah. Those things na nakikita mo sa parents mo, yung parents mo lang yung gumagawa. Tapos ngayon, parang ba't ako na yung gumagawa? Oh my God, is this the adult life? Parang yun. That's adulting.
What was the first adulting thing that you did
Na ikaw
away
nag-decide,
from home? Na
no?
ikaw lang
Ikaw
nag-decide
lang.
on your own.
Nagbili ka ba ng Sige.
Actually, the first adulting thing I did was decide to live away from home. That's the first adulting thing I did. But when I was transferred na, I think I remember more of my time here in Iloilo. Pinaka-adulting thing ko talaga was to go grocery shopping for myself. Yun eh. Because back in Davao, mom would just give me a laundry list of groceries. So ako na mag-grocery. Pero iba yung feeling na ikaw lang and you have your own budget. So
Yes.
I got my relocation allowance, di ba? Sabi ko na, ano ba ito gagastos? Anong important sa akin? Of course, inuna ko talaga chocolates, di ba? Kasi sad ako kasi I was alone. Chocolates, candies, and then doon na yung mga...
Very adult.
Yes, na-realize ko ang super mahal pala talaga ng sponges and detergent, laundry detergent, if ikaw lang yung gagastos. Yung ko na-realize, mahal pala yung mga everyday essentials. Ikaw lang out of your pocket siya. So that was one of the pinaka-adulting things I did. First adulting thing I did.
Yeah. So, ito yung ginagawa mo na wala ng parental guidance.
Yes, wala na eh. Parang, they
Or
just left me
parental
alone in the world.
Parental support. Di ba?
They just left me alone. Oh my God. Yun yung feeling ko.
Great.
Yeah, and so 'di ba, you were told that you will be moving to Iloilo, right? After 4 months of difficulty in Cebu. Maalala ko kasi tawag siya halos every night, iiyak, mom, uwi na lang ako, mom.
Yeah, I still remember, di ba?
Mag-resign na lang ako.
I remember umiyak ako. Tapos sabi ko na, pwede bumalik na lang ako sa tiyan mo, ma. Pwede baby na lang ako ulit. Iyak ako ng iyak. Tapos sabi ni daddy, go! Maging baby ka, bubalik ka sa tiyan ng mommy mo. Thanks for the support,
kasi di ba,
Dad.
actually short lang sana, one of my talks, I always use Sandy as my example.
Hala.
Especially for millennials.
Scared.
Ang mga millennials, di ba, Sandy will ba, umiiyak, tumatawag, di ba? Uwi na ako ng Davao kasi wala akong impact. Di ba? In my customers, yung palagi sinasabi niya. So, tinatanong ko siya, how many months ka na sa work mo? Sabi niya, 4 months. Di ba? So, ganun ang millennial, sabi ko, no? Very kayo, no? You really want immediate, no? Mayroon kayong result. impact. Okay? So sa mga nakikinig, totoo ba yan o hindi? Right? Di ba? So that's yan, palagi tayong ginagawa ng example, no?
Yes.
Okay.
No? Oo. And then, of course, no, when you were told that you will go to Iloilo, super react ang mga parents, no?
Very.
Because we didn't have anybody in Iloilo except for our in-laws in Dumangas, no?
Yeah.
So how was it for you? How
Actually,
did you decide whether to move forward or go back or what?
I remember 4 months in Cebu. Tapos nag-message yung boss ko sa akin. Sabi ni boss na Sans, would it be okay to talk to you tomorrow? So I thought, okay, it was just a phone call, it was just an informal meeting. Tapos pagkagabi nun, sabi niya, tinawagan niya ako, Sandy, aware ka ba na face-to-face yung pagkikita natin tomorrow? Nag-malling ako nun nag-dinner ako with friends kasi stressed ako. Tapos when I got the call, parang, boss, nasa Cebu ka ba? Sabi niya, nasa Cebu ako. Work with ko yung counterparts mo. So, sabi ko na, okay, sige, no problem talaga for me. So, when I met with him, ang dami niya pang sinabi, di ba? Parang siniset up niya pa ako na this is what's happening, ganito, ganyan, magkata naman yung performance mo. And then, he just dropped the bomb saying na, unfortunately, we can't let you stay in Cebu because there's no available territory for you. So, one of the territories that we're eyeing is Iloilo. In the back of my mind, nakikita ko si boss na nagsasalita siya in slow motion. At the back of my mind, ano ba yung alam ko sa Iloilo? Pupunta ako doon last year. Yun na sa utak ko. Pupunta ako doon last year. Nag-shopping kami. Pumunta kami ng wedding. Naggimaras kami. Kumain ako ng mangga. Yun lang talaga sa utak ko. And I was struggling to remember one Ilonggo word. I was struggling to remember one Ilonggo word. So parang when boss was finished talking na, sabi ko na, alam ko na yan, boss, transfer mo na ako doon, no? Gumanon ako. Sabi ni boss na, if you're open to it. So I remember telling him that, boss, can I just step outside? Can I call my parents first? So, ang first call ko talaga is si mommy. Sabi ni mommy, umuwi ka ng Davao. Sabi ni mommy, umuwi ka muna ng Davao. But mom, I had no choice, sabi ko. Tapos, I talked to dad, and dad was more supportive than mom, of course, because he knew the pharma world, diba? Alam niya yung being a med rep. So, si dad talaga, parang, although at first, medyo reserved pa yung answer ni daddy. But I remember him saying, whatever you decide, susuportahan namin yan. That's what dad said. And then I called mom again. Tapos sabi ni mommy, in a span of how many minutes, no? Na-coordinate niya na yung mga titas. Sabi niya na, nakausap ko na yung tita mo. Sabi niya na she has a place for you to stay in Iloilo, may mga in-laws naman ako doon, may magbabantay sa Iloilo. O, diba? Wala pang 10 minutes, meron ng recon job si mother.
You there. Yes, I'll cut you there, Sans. You know, you have to understand, no, na it's really the fear of letting go a child, no? Na parang, here, as you said, you've been well protected, you are sheltered. Like, you know what goes into the mind of the parent, like me, you're very stage mother. It's one is, paano ba siya how will she travel around Iloilo? She just knew you didn't know how to drive then, right?
Yes,
You were just learning. And in
I
fact,
had 10 hours na. 10 hours.
10 hours.
Ako ni boss.
Yes.
Ulit ako ni boss.
The experience in driving in Iloilo was, my experience was medyo not so as compared to Davao, no? So,
Davao,
and I put you in my shoes, and how will Sandy survive in Iloilo, away from mama, away from nana now, diba? And she'll just be alone, right? So
but mom,
and, it's the fear of the unknown, actually, no?
I survived.
Yeah.
And looks like you're having a really good time.
Yes. Okay. Then, Sandong, binigyan ka na ng car. Natakot ka mag-drive.
Actually, I mean, the roads here are way different from Davao, right? Pero
Yes.
sa 1 year ko na pre-pandemic here and the 1 year ko driving around Davao, I would have to say mas confident ako mag-drive dito compared sa Davao. I don't know why. Like, I know parents, you've been to, diba, diversion road. Alam mo gaano kalapad yung road doon. Parang feeling mo na, ang walang speed limit dito, diba? Super
Yeah.
bilis mag-drive ng mga sasakyan. It's do or die. But, I don't know, I'm just more comfortable driving here than in Davao. Nakasanayan na din nag-adjust na din ako. Parang, kinaya ko na din.
So,
That's what
na-drive
I was,
mo, di ba, your mom went to Iloilo, na-drive mo na siya. Di ba? So, naging passenger si mama mo. Say, kumusta? Kumusta?
Super stressed. As in, super stressed. Like, my mom had this invisible brake na she was stepping on every time na bumibilis ako kasi maybe they're used to having like 30, 40 driving sa Davao, diba? That's the speed limit. Dito walang speed limit eh. When you drive 30, people would get angry at you, like honk at your car, diba? Bilisan mo nga, yun yung feeling. Well, when I was driving here, I remember yung normal speed ko 60 eh. Tapos mom was like, Sans! Sabi ko, Ma, please stop! Kasi pag kabado si mommy, kabado din ako eh.
That's like holding on to
I remember na
Tigas ng galing, tigas.
hindi ako namamatayan. Hindi na ako namamatayan. But it's only
Na?
when mom's there. Nang sasakyan. I just remember when mom's there, namamatayan talaga ako. Oh my God. Namamatayan ako na
Pag-uwi niya,
sasakyan.
grabing kwento niya, San, no? You call Sandy kasi ang bilis mo magpatakbo. Sabi niya. So,
Sans,
yeah.
Sans, how did you prepare yourself to be moving out away from home? What is the mindset
What is the mindset?
you put yourself in?
Actually, it was more of a preparing yourself of what's to come. So, yung mindset ko lang naman talaga is, I was excited about it. Ginusto ko to. This is for me. Iniisip ko lang talaga na, being somebody who loves movies, iniisip ko talaga na, I am the leading lady, I am the main character of my own movie. And for me to have a successful movie, for me to have a worthwhile movie, I have to go out of my comfort zone. I have to have new experiences. Ano ba yung movie na walang nangyari, di ba? So, yun ang talaga inisip ko. I romanticized my life na ako yung bida. Ganun yung feeling ko. Mga supporting characters and actors and actresses lang yung mga tao dyan. Yun yung iniisip ko. So, whenever I had challenges, whenever I'd have problems, actually, Dad does not like that term, problems. Sabi niya sa akin, there was one time I called home. Daddy, may problema ako. Sabi niya na, Sans, I'll cut you there. Don't say problems. You have to say challenges. Ganun. Challenges. So, di ba? So, yung ginagawa ko ngayon, challenges. So, whenever I'd have challenges, whenever I'd have obstacles, yun lang inisip ko nga, wow, my movie is getting interesting. Yun lang iniisip ko. My movie is getting interesting na talaga. But before that, di ba, you had to have a script. You'd have to have a storyboard. So for me to have that successful movie when I moved out of Davao, I made sure na I had a strong support system. Of course, I had my family, I had my parents, I had my brother, I had my sisters, especially yung mga kapatid ko na almost every night tumatawag sa akin, nagsusumbong, naglalambing, nag-update regarding sa mga pusa. But aside from that, I had people in Davao who were rooting for me. I had my friends, I had a lot of people behind me na sinabihan ko talaga sila na can you like back me up even if I'm already in Iloilo, even if I'm already in Cebu, can you still talk to me? Usap pa din tayo. I'm just moving there for a while. I'll be coming home din for a few weeks, ganyan. So I had that strong support system para alam ko kahit na I was just gaining my footing here in Iloilo, I still had people in my corner. So yun. So while I was building the supporting characters in my movie, I already had those supporting characters back home. Yun lang talaga yung mindset ko na ginusto ko to. Ikaw nag-decide, 'di ba? So let's just make this interesting. So right now I was building na ang dami ko ng challenges, 'di ba? Gumaganon-ganon na yung story ko and I'm very far from the successful fairy tale ending that we have, di ba? So, na-build ko na yung network ko, na-build ko na yung supporting characters ko, even though we're still looking for that mga leading
You have
man or
expanded your
whatever, di ba?
circle.
Yes,
You
I've
have
already
expanded your circle
expanded my
now,
circle.
no? Oh, yeah.
I remember na when I transferred here, pagtungtong ko pa lang talaga sa sa Iloilo, usap-usap kami Tagalog ng driver, di ba? When I got to the hotel, hindi ko kaya na hotel lang ako ng ilang days, di ba? So I called up my counterpart, sabi ko na can I go with you? Can I shadow you around the hospitals? And when I got to the hospital, he introduced me to some of his friends. And coincidentally, one of those people, si Biggs, is one of my closest friends talaga. Yung pagtungtong ko na Iloilo, na meet ko siya, hanggang ngayon, kaibigan pa din kami. So yun na yun, part na siya ng main cast, di ba? Oo.
Yes.
So,
It's 9:06. I think we can pause for a few minutes, just 1 minute siguro, Jel, if we have reminders.
Para inom din tayo ng tubig, no? Kasi
Pause ka.
namimiss
Pause.
ka na namin.
All right. Just a few minutes, just a few seconds pause. Thanks.
Saluhin ng biyaya bawat umaga. Daily Cup po, 6:30 AM dito sa TLC.
We're back, Sam.
We're back, San. Oh,
hello, Philippines!
Hello.
Hello, world. Okay, so question, San, no? So, yun yung kwento mo kanina, no? Siguro, question ni Daddy is, ano talaga yung biggest challenge mo? No, na so far na-encounter mo? No? And,
Wow. So actually,
in,
challenges.
part of adulting, di ba? Adulting.
Actually, I have like two main challenges when I moved out. No, so first of all, it was the feeling of being alone. Yun lang naman akin eh. When I was back in Davao, I never ate alone. Especially if kumakain ako sa bahay, sabay ko mga kapatid ko. It's a rule at home kasi na no matter how late mom arrives or dad arrives, you always have to make it a point na sabay tayo kakain ng dinner. And that's something na parang, excited ka whenever you'd get home. So, moving here, oh my God, I had to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks alone. Diba? I remember...
Sometimes you don't eat.
And you eat in the car.
Yeah, I ate in the car. Pero there was that time na, alam mo I had to, dapat masanay ako sa feeling of being alone. At before, I was so afraid of that feeling na when I'd go grocery shopping, may dala talaga ako na friends before. Whenever I'd go shopping, I'd go to the salon, kasama ko si mommy. And yun na, the first few months were very challenging for me na, just to gain your footing and masanay din sa feeling of being alone. Of course, I still had those moments na, oh my God, no, homesick ako, tawag ako sa bahay, diba? And ko-comfort ako ni mom after the initial iyak-iyak. So, kaya naman pala, diba? So, when I got over that, I discovered that there's something empowering about being by yourself and having that comfort and the empowering na you're alone with your thoughts and alone with yourself, na you get to discover more about you, na parang
yes,
kaya ko naman pala.
There's a mindfulness, diba? When you're alone, Sans, you get to hear your thoughts, actually pay attention to what you're thinking of, more attention to your feelings. No?
To add to that, one challenge then for me was the independence talaga. Admittedly, back when I was home, parang, I don't know how to call it, it's like hyper-dependence on other people. Pag nag-grocery nga, pag nag-favor si mommy, kasama ko talaga dapat yung mga kapatid ko. Samahan mo lang ako, ganyan, di ba? Tapos, I never wanted to learn how to drive because I had mom, I had dad, I had my brother, I had my ex-boyfriend at that time who'd drive me around Davao. Sabi ko, ayoko mag-drive. I just wanna sit in the front seat and look pretty. Yun lang yung gusto ko mangyari, di ba? Independence mo on other people were there. So, when I transferred here, yun nga, na-build yung independence mo na kaya ko naman palang sumakay sa eroplano alone na hindi umiiyak kasi takot ako sa turbulence. Yung ganon. Kaya ko naman pala na bit-bitin yung blue na 1 galon na water jug from the water refilling station back
To your
to
car.
back to my, no, not to my car, to my house. Ganon. Kaya ko naman palang mag-drive around out of town for 2 hours and back to Iloilo. Kaya ko naman pala, nag-iinarte lang ako noon. Yun lang talaga yung feeling ko. So it was just, the biggest challenge was being alone and the independence talaga. But I'm proud to say, and after 2 years away from home, 1 year back at home, you build that feeling talaga na yes, you're alone, but you're not lonely. And
Yes.
you have that sense of independence talaga. Not to the point nga you ostracize other people, no? Pero independent ka, kaya mo nga ikaw lang.
You know what the biggest scare that you gave me while you were away? It was when you got sick. I think a few months back.
Yeah.
You got
April. Yeah, that was April.
Was it April?
Holy Week. It was Holy Week.
And the scare was she was transferred back in Iloilo. It was COVID time.
You just
Height ng COVID, so grabe, di ba?
Yes, and you called us and you said you were not feeling well, and you were in the toilet and you passed out in the toilet, no? So, and it was very scary because we didn't know who to call, no? And buti na lang nandyan yung boss mo, no? Who helped you.
Mom was like,
very difficult.
Tawag ka ng ambulansya. I was like, Mom, I don't know the number of the ambulance. It's 911 in Davao. I don't know what number it is here in Iloilo.
And it was a very bad experience that, when I tried to call you and you would not pick up because you were there on the floor. You told me you were on the floor and passed out. No? So let's not do that again.
It was, my mom knows this and my friends know this na ako kasi, super sensitive ako na person. Not only sa emotions, but sa body din. So, konting sakit ng ulo, migraine na agad, suka agad, meds agad. Ganun yun sa akin. So, when I had that stomach bug, as in, I was passed out na talaga on the floor. And I remember my parents would call me every hour. And alam mo yung, naiiyak ka na talaga. Wala akong energy. I can't pick that up. yun na yun eh. Yun na yun. I can't even drive myself to the hospital. But the next day, my boss picked me up. Sabi niya, oh my God, Sandy, pa-admit ka na. Hindi ako papayag, hindi ka ma-admit. So, I was alone in the hospital for 2 nights and 3 days. So, grabe yung tawag ng parents. And my friends could not even visit me in the hospital. My relatives here could not even visit because as Dad said, it was the height of the pandemic. So, super scary talagang pumasok. But, people were messaging me, they were calling me when I got my strength back na. And I was thankful because when I got out of the hospital, I had friends who picked me up. No? Shout out kay Hannah and David. They picked me up, hinatid nila ako sa bahay ko. So, even if they were not there physically, they were there in spirit. Yarn.
Let's pause for a while, Sans, because there are a lot of messages piling up already.
Dami mong fans, San.
I think we can start with the message from Coach Aida.
Ako magbasa kasi para sa akin to.
Okay.
Sabi niya, agree ako si Soy, freedom. Experience that when the 2 kids decided to rent
a condo
in Makati, it's the best time for us. Okay? Pero far from what we know, adoy! Palagi nang night out. But they both came out very responsible in being independent.
Yeah.
Great power comes great responsibility.
Ako naman, I don't worry about you, yung nagwawala.
Yes,
because you are,
Hindi umiinom yan si Sandy.
Hindi ba?
Hindi.
Hindi.
Hindi umiinom na nalasing.
Hindi ka nala. Ayaw ko pala.
Alam niya ng parents.
Your mommy is very sensitive.
Yeah, alam niya ng parents na I don't drink. So, they're very confident lang. Wala naman yung social life si Sandy. Di man yan umiinom. Okay lang yun siya.
Yes, and we have Gia. Is this Gia? Richie?
Yes. Hi, Doc Gia.
Hello.
Hi, Doc. Shoutout from Iloilo, no? Hello, Ma'am San.
Yes. And we have Tita Cheryl, no? So, hi, Chi. Good evening. Yes. And
hi, Gids. Counterpart ko.
No?
Also here in Iloilo.
This is Zen. Hello, Zen.
Hi, Zen.
Good evening.
Hi po dito ang tita daw.
And Angelo Dominic Likudan. Hi, Jel. Maayong gabi from Kidapawan.
Shout out sa mga taga Kidapawan.
Yes.
Sa mga Kintanar and Saniel.
Hi,
Right.
Doc Faye! O,
Doc
diba?
Faye is
Parang,
also there.
parang webinar lang, ma'am. Ayun, doktor.
Yes, attend her webinar.
Tita, love the energy.
Yes. So
Thank you,
this is
Sir To.
Toto. And yan, Survivor, So si Toto, ito yung one of the first few who drove her
One call
around.
away. One
And
call
he
away
also
talaga si Sir Toto.
visited. And Coach Joel says, wow, manang-mana talaga sa mga parents. Congratulations to all of you. Coaches Sisay and Senas and Sans, no? All right.
So,
Who
San, no, kanina, no?
We have Coach
Meron
Leo.
pa.
Coach Leo, hi Coach Leo. Good evening po. Good
Ay,
evening.
good evening, Coach Leo.
Hello.
Right. And ito, ang bigatin, no? Ayan, in the chat. Ayan, oh. Sino yan? So, this is...
To the Binyaron family. Congratulations, Kapasayan, no? You deserve it.
yes.
Well promotion. I'm very proud of you.
Right.
Nata-pressure ako. Parang webinar lang talaga. Madaming doktor sa mga GSP.
And Gina is also in the... Hello, Chick. Yes, good evening. And Gina is also here, no? Gina.
Hi, Tita!
Hello
Oo.
po. All right. Yes.
Uuwi din ako dyan December. Makikita kami ni Joanne.
All right. Okay. So, Sans, how do you feel right now, no? That you've been away for what? More than a year already? No. It's like
Almost
on and
a
off,
year.
right?
Yeah.
If you put it together, it's like 2 years already, right? 2
Yes.
years away, no? So, well, the question that we cannot avoid is this something that you do permanently, or are you coming home? You put on the spot.
He's coming home in December, for sure,
I don't
no?
feel
Ready
any
na yung
pressure
grupo,
right
San.
now. Hindi ako never pressure, my God, parentals. Ba't ganon yung tanong? for me lang naman, as I've mentioned before talaga, there's something very freeing about being independent and living away from home. So in the foreseeable future, based on my career path and the job that I have right now, I think it would be better for me to be stable here in Iloilo. I'm not discounting the fact na hindi na talaga ako uuwi ng Davao, no? Na okay na yung ticket ko, ma'am. So, uwi ako dyan next week. Kita-kita tayo dyan. Okay na. But, we never know. And I hate to yung sinasabi nila magsalita ng patapos. Yan. You should never close the door for any opportunities for you. So, yun lang. As long as I can continue to grow here in Iloilo, I can stay. And if I believe na, my work here is done, okay na ako, parang I hit the ceiling na, wala na akong development, di ba? That's when you can open your doors for new opportunities na naman.
Yeah. So, ano yung opportunities na na-identify mo ngayon?
Okay. A lot of opportunities talaga for growth and development. So actually, I'm very thankful talaga, super grateful na I had my parents, no? I had you guys, I had my family as a support system. Pero iba talaga yung feeling na, you get to decide, I get to decide for myself and by myself. Yun eh. And I also had a lot of opportunities for work. If I did not say yes to getting transferred out of Cebu, I would maybe not have a job right now. yun. So, a lot of opportunities for me to dig into the culture of Iloilo. And there's a reason why they call it the city of love. Alam mo yung feeling, oh my God, when I got here, yung alam ko lang talaga na Ilonggo na term was nami and namit. Namit. Ang food. Yan, di ba? Or maing aga, yun lang yung alam ko. But
now?
You compare it. Yeah.
Davao. Ang dami na
Ilonggo na.
Ilonggo na eh.
Pati yung information, no?
Ayun. Pero compare mo talaga siya na there's a different culture here. Iba yung values here compared to Davao. Iba yung discipline here compared to Davao. So yun. Opportunity for you to learn about other people, other cultures, and growth din siya for yourself. Kasi there's a lot of things I would not have known about me. I would not have discovered about me if I was just at home, if I was just in Davao. Hindi ko alam na kakasurvive pala ako ng mga long drives. Kakasurvive pala ako na hospital ng 3 days, di ba? Yun, opportunities talaga for me. So yun, actually, everything was an opportunity for me to challenge myself. Na, Xandria, kaya mo? kaya naman pala, di ba? Yun. Yun yung thinking ko talaga. At first, challenge ka, iiyak ka, di ba? Mapa, yan, super iyak, breakdown ka konti. Tapos after, my God. Leading lady, umiiyak, my God. Yun talaga yung thinking ko. Yun. Opportunities talaga for growth and development.
Yes.
And you know, no, I would just want to make ano ba tatawag, confession.
Confession?
Sandy, no, sa mga nakikinig, it's difficult, no, especially if you're a dad and you know the industry. Di ba? Kasi galing ako nung pag tumatawag yung anak mo, di ba? Siyempre, no, I want her to to really make decision, experience, di ba? Gusto ko mag-intervene, kaya lang pinipigil mo yung sarili mo.
Have your own experience.
Yes.
And make your own decisions, no?
So yun yung challenge sa akin because I've been there in that company for 25 years, no? Med-rep, marketing, then nagiging boss. But again, no, ayun, yun yung challenge. But siyempre, hindi nawawala yung pagka-father talaga. Pagka-father. Okay, so hindi ibig sabihin na minsan, no, pinapa-decide kita na hindi ka namin love, no? We really want you to grow, no? Na magkaroon ka ng right decisions.
Yes.
Right decisions.
Doc Arwin is asking, ano ang work ni Xandria sa Iloilo? Late nag-tune in si Doc. Hi, Doc.
Hi, Doc Arwin.
Yes.
Hi, Doc. So, can I do the honors?
Yes, please.
Yes. I actually work in the company that my dad stayed in before. I work in the pharmaceutical industry. I am a medical sales representative for respiratory brands of the company that I work in. Super proud ako sa brands ko eh.
Yes, great. Proud tayo sa company natin, Sam.
It's not only the brands. We are seeing that you are, not just about the brands or the company itself, but it's the values, no, that you really try to live, no. I'm very happy how vocal you are when it comes to you talking about the values,
yes,
no.
Right.
And these are the things that are actually, letting you stay, helping you make decisions. So thankful din tayo sa company.
Yeah, and yun na nga kasi 'di ba, ang palagi sinasabi is it's a jungle out there. Basta ang totoo nga, 'di ba? Totoo talaga it's a jungle out there and we are happy, no? Na
you have become a lioness.
No, as a survivor, sabi nga nila, no? A winner. Okay,
yes.
so
Sans, you have a lot of friends out there, and there are a lot also of young adults, no, who are probably looking into the possibility of leaving home, no, to work outside.
And yung mga parents din nila, no, parang takot, no. So ano yung
advice mo sa mga young adults?
Like in a nutshell, it's actually just one thing. You just take the leap. Yun lang naman talaga masasabi ko, take the leap. Because you'll never know what you can do if you don't take that first step, diba? If you do not allow yourself to have new experiences, you'll never know what you are capable of. So, although sometimes pinapauwi ako ng parents ko ng Davao, no? Pinapauwi nila ako. I know they know that this is something that I have to do. So coming from, alam naman natin na parents can't help it but to be overprotective. So, let's just tanggalin natin ako sa equation. I had this high school friend group. So I know they're tuning in right now. Hi Elle, hi Anne, and hi Ren. So team kami, overprotective yung mga parents namin to the point na one of us hindi marunong mag-commute, one of us may curfew ng 6 p.m. Yung mga ganun, yung super overprotective na sa akin Sans, hindi ka pwede mag-jowa-jowa kung hindi ka pa-graduate ng college. So, ganun na levels yung pag-overprotective. But when we started out in college and when we started working na, dun na yung parang we started to branch out. So when I was in college, one went to UST, one went to UP Diliman. And then when we started working, two of us went to Cebu to work, diba? And I know na if you ask them, is it something that you do again? And I know nga they'll tell you nga, yes, it's something that we had to do talaga. Ang dami ng experiences. And when we make chika na right now, alam mo yung growth talaga nila na from a very sheltered, very overprotected na person, nag-fly talaga sila. Yung freedom na within the bounds of freedom. Yun yung nagawa nila. And that's something na I'm very proud of for me and for my friends din. Na aside from having, I know not everybody has the opportunity or the means to actually go out go out, diba? And not live at home na there are a lot of constraints. But if you can, if it's something that you really, really want to do, you can always find ways around it. And it's something na hindi ka talaga magre-regret about it. You just take the leap.
Anong advice mo sa mga parents?
Dapat siguro tayo.
Siya muna. Para i-challenge sa yung mga parents, di ba? Para sa anak eh. Anong masasabi sa mga parents?
For me, it's just trust. Trust in your kids. I know naman, no, nga sasabihin nyo talaga na, sus, papunta pa lang kayo, pabalik na kami.
I never said that.
Dad said that. Dad said that before. I remember. Dad said that. So, I mean, it's true. It's true, diba? Yung things that we are going to do or we are going to experience yun na yan, tenfold pa, diba? Iba yung times noon, iba yung times ngayon. So, I think it's just you ask your parents or you ask your parental figures, you just trust na I can do this. Trust that I am responsible enough to take care of myself. Na, hindi naman sa iiwan nyo talaga yung mga anak nyo, no? Na wala na kayong gagawin, right? But, just trust in them na they can do it. And, 99% of the time, they can. So, survive din yan. So, they do. I did. Yeah. I survived.
Come to think of it, Sans, no? I also left home to be in Davao and I never went back. I hope you still come back, though.
Oh my God.
But really, I made that decision, no? Against what Dada wanted, what Nana was comfortable with, no? And I had to prove all the time that I'm doing well. No, okay lang ako. And it also helped build my confidence as well. No, ikaw, Dad.
I say parentals.
Parents.
Sorry. I may say parentals. A lot of people here in Iloilo are not from Iloilo, especially pharmaceutical industry. So a lot of people are from Davao, from Mindanao, from Luzon. Nagsettle down na dito. Because there's a reason why Iloilo is the city of love, diba?
She's mindsetting us.
No. You don't only just fall in love with the people, no. You don't just fall in love with the people. You fall in love with the culture, the food. Oh my God, the food, the things that you can go to, the places, no. But like what I said, I don't like speaking na patapos kasi it closes your doors for opportunities. Pag inoferan pa naman ako na, oh my God, Sandy, bumalik ka ng Davao, di ba? Opportunity na yan for me to save up, right? If I stay at home. So, why not? Yun lang yun. There's a lot of things that you can still do if you don't close your door, don't close your window of opportunity.
Ikaw, Dad, anong advice mo sa parents na who may be having, children who are planning to leave home?
Yes, no, sa mga in behalf naman sa mga father, no, I represent the father siguro, no. Especially if a daughter yung mawawala, di ba? Kasi minsan pag lalaki para bang okay lang, di ba? Lalaki yan eh, pero pag babae na lalayo, para bang syempre, no, that's a different story. But sa mga parents na nakikinig dito and siguro darating kayo sa point yan, nandiyan na kayo, nandiyan na kayo sa platform na yan, I just want to reiterate yung sinabi ni Sandy. We just have to trust them, and trust also the Lord, kasi sabi ko nga, we just say words, isubmit natin sa kanila, silabit natin sa Diyos, and we have to trust our children kasi ang dami nating di alam na kaya pala nila. Kaya pala nila yung so yun, is this one word na gusto kong is the word trust.
Yeah.
You have to trust talaga.
Yep.
About naman sa mom.
Mom.
Mama naman, sa mga mothers.
Okay, it took time for me to get used to it. Like I would check on her every now and then, every morning I'd check, kumain ka na, ganyan. And then at night, are you home? And then in the middle of the day, at any time at all, I just check on him. And then on her, but you would notice, Sans, that the calls started to, come few and far na, a little farther na yung gap and all. So maybe also it's me getting used to it. No, because here I was also quite dependent on you, so on many things, so it's also getting used to that routine. But you cannot take it away from your parents. They will really bug you even how far you are. But we did prepare you for that. We did prepare you. Yun lang preparation on our part.
Mom, if I remember when I first transferred here to Iloilo, it was like a few months na. Tapos, hindi na kayo nag-check up sa akin. Hindi na ako tinatawagan, hindi na ako mini-message. Sa back of my mind na, di na nila ako love. Ba't di nila ako tinatawagan?
And then you would message us, buhay pa ako.
Yeah.
Yeah, I messaged you. I still have it on my phone. Sabi ko, baka nakalimutan nyo, may anak kayo sa
May anak
Iloilo.
kayo dito.
Malayo lang ako, pero andito pa din ako, di ba? I had to make myself heard din. I mean, not to the extent na everyday ako mag-message, pero once in a while, magsisend ng mga pictures, mag-invite na ganito, ganyan. Admittedly, it took mom some time talaga to get used to it, no? Every quarter, she'd space her visits. She'd visit me here talaga in Iloilo. Pero at least, sabi niya na, at least makakain ka lang man ng masarap na pagkain.
Pag nandyan ako.
Hindi naman ako ginutom dito, mom. Grabe siya, di ba? Yes.
Sans, no, I've been like, really wanting to find out how you're doing there. And, I'm only getting feedback from you, but I'm seeing a very nice comment here on the chat box from Euler. Is that Euler?
Aww. Hello,
So
Euler.
Euler James Hondonero is saying she's a strong asset for the Panay cluster. You've raised her well, coaches. Go Sans. Thank you, Euler.
Wow.
Thank you, Euler.
No? Ayan ang sinasabi si Doc Arwen, I will not comment. I will not comment kasi yung kasabi kong sensitive joke. Mapapangasawa ni Sandy siguro ay doktor and just enjoy Iloilo and the food. Ayan.
Hindi na yan magko-comment, Doc, regarding that kasi may may nakikinig ngayon sa ating talk. Baka magka-idea, wag lang muna, bata pa ako. Baby pa ako.
Okay, and Coach Loretta is saying, looking forward that my children will be like Xandria, hopefully.
Wow.
No, they will be also independent. No,
Trust is very
trust
important.
is very important.
And not only na the trust becomes reality kasi nangyayari talaga eh.
Yes, and Ren, I saw Ren. No,
Yeah,
Ren. Is
Ren!
saying, hello, Ren. So, Ren is saying, hello, tita and tito. Yes, hi, Sans. Tama na. Tama na ang independence. Uwi ka na.
Susma, alam ko yan si Ren. Pag baba ng eroplano, pag touch ng Davao, may tarpaulin na yan siya dyan sa airport. Pinapauwi na ako. Kung gaano kayo everyday nagre-remind sa akin, sila din pinapauwi na ako.
Yes. All right, Sansa. We are, actually, nag 1 hour na tayo. No, but
ang bilis,
ang bilis. Ang dami
na makausap mo yung anak mo.
Oo, but actually, like Sandy and I, we can go like for hours.
Yes.
No, sometimes walang imikan, we just hear each other and breathe.
Yeah.
Listen to each other.
Yeah, she's doing her art things. And
My
I'm
art
doing
thing.
something on my iPad.
Yeah. So there's still that we don't have any choice. We cannot see each other as often as we want, right? No, even if we want to.
Buti nga ngayon kasi may technology na, di ba? You can talk, walang limit, unlimited siya kasi access, di ba? Marami natin access. Before ang hirap, Before ang hirap.
Yeah, and Angela is also saying, still, Davao life is here. I miss
you, Davao.
Because Angelo is in Kidapawan. Hope to visit Iloilo soon. Yes, ako
Let
din.
me know. Kain tayo dito.
Visit her also soon.
Hello, tita and tito. Miss you, Sans.
And Joanne is here.
May balak pa naman kami na magbisita dyan sa Iloilo.
Yes.
Actually, mom, nagplano na yan sila by group na pupunta dito. So, sabi ko, sige ako bahala. I'll drive you around. We'll stay at my place. Nag-pandemic. So, hindi natuloy, right? So, those are the people that I told you na your support system.
Support.
Yeah,
Yes.
kahit malayo ka, they're still there for you. Pupuntahan ka talaga sa Iloilo.
Dad, Sans, I think it's time to wrap up, no? Thank you, Sans, for pinagbigyan mo kami. Nag-guest ka tonight, no? And
Yes.
we may tap you very soon again, no? I hope you would have time, no? And we just want to let you know we're very, very proud of you.
And we love you very much.
How you're doing, no? And yung challenges that you face, no, na parang na hurdle mo talaga, no, even if we are not there, no. So, and you've become a very, very strong, independent lady, no? So
A
we're
very
very
good,
proud
a very
of
good
you.
example to your sisters naman.
Yes.
Your sisters
yes.
are very proud of you.
Yes, and I hope the young adults who have
Yes.
tuned in tonight also got some points naman, may pointers naman kayo when if you plan to move out of the house or plan to work away from home. Think about the experiences, yung mga hirap na dinaanan ni Sandy, but she also mentioned a lot of wins, no? So,
Yes.
and for the parents, kaway-kaway, kaway-kaway, no? So there has to come to a point that we need to let go of our children, no?
Yes.
It could be that they're chasing opportunities, they can get married and leave home, no? So those are the things that happen, So yun, so I hope you also pick something up tonight. Barbie was saying looking
forward na
looking forward na guest ka ulit, Sans. Na-miss ko na ang hometown ko, Iloilo. Yes. No? So Barbie kasi is based in Cebu.
Okay, so
right
Sans,
now.
kayo na.
Sige,
Na.
mag-closing ka,
Mag-close ka na.
Sans.
Mag-thank you ka na.
Parang webinar yung iniisip ko. Yun lang. Thank you parentals, thank you TLC for allowing me to be here. So pinagbigyan ko na talaga kayo, no, ilang months yung ako niligawan, right, na at least may schedule allowed it. So ganun talaga pag strong independent woman na jam-packed yung schedule, no, kailangan ka talagang mag-schedule ng months ahead with me. Pero since love ko kayo, napayes talaga ako. Anak nyo talaga ako, guys, diba? Yun lang. Thank you for trusting in me na I did it. I survived, and hopefully I will still survive 2022 here. Thank you guys for listening in, especially to my friends, yung napahay talaga, yung hindi na kailangan i-remind na mag-join tonight. So ayun, I'll be back in Davao next week. I'll see my family, and of course I'll see my friends too. I'll see you then. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very
Sandy,
much.
no? Thank you very much sa mga nag-comment, no, sa mga nag-share, no, and kita tayo ulit, no, sa next Tuesday for another challenging episode na naman, no? A very interesting episode, but so every Tuesday, wag kalimutan sama-sama tayo dito sa TLC.
See you next week for another Choose Family Tuesday. Yeah. See you. Bye.
Bye-bye, Sans.
Bye, Sans. Love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.